Are you in the habit of always utilizing other people's used items? If so, please pay attention because over some time, these errors in judgments can have adverse effects when it comes to our progress in life. These things can sabotage your precious life goals and some crucial details of your life. So please watch this video till the end to update yourself. Perhaps you or someone you know may have been indulging in these things knowingly or unknowingly and attracting negative vibrations in your life. And you may perhaps be wondering what may be causing such setbacks in your life. Have you ever wondered why you may feel very reluctant in using someone else's toothbrush? This is because it's quite obvious that the essence of a toothbrush is to be used individualistically. Another example, what if I handed over my bathroom towel to you for you to use? These items seem very personal and intimate, is it not? Just as some of these personal items carry very familiar and powerful energetic bonds with the original owners, and these items, we would agree, cannot easily be given out. There are other items that carry very potent energies in the spiritual world that could mess with your personal vibration. We shall now highlight these items and educate you. For a lot of circumstances that may deem normal as far as bad luck or simply having a bad day is concerned are not merely without causes. We just usually brush them aside as unharmful setbacks, whilst in fact over time these energies gather momentum which cause tangible damages later. Let's talk about mirrors. Anything that reflect images are windows into the carefully hidden worlds. Mirrors reflect the unseen aspect of what stands before it. As above, so below. Therefore, as windows to the unseen realms, mirrors communicate to us informations almost all do not receive. The energies mirrors possess are very unusual. If someone gifts you a new mirror, do not be alarmed, but such mirrors may be carrying unexpected energies. A mirror is a companion, a confidant, an informant, a recorder of secrets, a keeper of historical data, observer of your strengths and vulnerabilities. A mirror is a gossiper, a witness to one's most private and most intimate moments. Mirrors have the mysterious capacity to record the faces and lives lived by all who have ever used or looked into them. Imagine your mirror experiencing all the above stated scenarios only to be handed briefly to the wrong person or your neighbor for use. This mirror then becomes a huge spiritual security breach. The situation even gets worse when the neighbor brings back the mirror not intact but rather damaged in some way. You will be in for many surprises. Imagine after a while of spending private moments with your mirror or dresser only to give them out for sale as used goods. And when the mirrors carry untold damaging secrets about your life's journey, lies around in open market, find its way into the hands of malevolent entities or the evil eye. The original owner of the mirror, without adequate spiritual protection, could start facing streams of jinxes, bad luck, promises and failures, and reversal of good fortune. Some people even deliberately ask for your mirror just with the intention to use the mirror as a medium to monitor what has been going on in your life. Lustful spirits also use discarded damaged mirrors to locate the private spaces or bedrooms of the previous owners. Do not accept mirrors as gifts, for you may not know the interdimensional gate the mirror carries. Mirrors are portals into the other realms and alternative realities, and for that matter, in the wrong hands, mirrors can be given with the intention of spying and reporting back. Mirrors, like water, retains the reflection of images before them, and for humans, mirrors hold the reflection of all the 7 bodies of light, which is why entertaining a cracked or damaged mirror negatively affects one's energy body and aura. Be careful with the mirrors in your space with history you know nothing about. Basic spices. Have you ever wondered why basic spices like cloves, alligator pepper, salt, sugar, rosemary, sage, thyme, cinnamon, etc. are all tightly enclosed and hidden within their kitchen cabinet. Instead of them sitting around anywhere in the kitchen spaces, these are not just to tidy up the kitchen, but it has deeper meaning. Our grandfathers in African communities used to be very angry with our grandmothers whenever our grandmothers would borrow common salt from our neighbors whenever they ran out of salt. Why do you think this is so? Or the fact that it is considered good manners to already have the salt and sugar already on the dining table all the time. Energetically, it is wrong to take sugar or salt directly from the hands of other people, but rather it is advisable to take these substances yourself. Salt and sugar possess very extraordinary properties. These are the true master solvents in nature. They absorb and transmit tremendous energy from the hands of the original handlers. Salt takes up the other people's energies whenever it comes into contact with them, be it positive or negative energy. Therefore, it is always better to politely find a way to collect salt from another with the left hand if you find yourself within the African community, even if you are buying from the market or asking someone to hand it to you. But when someone specifically gives you salt as a gift, stay away from it, because salt can never be given as a source of gift, since it carries the absorbed aura of its handler, and therefore knowingly or unknowingly shall cause what is referred to within the mysteries as units of psychic interferences within the receiver's energy field. As salt carries energies of its handler in the wrong hands, this salt may carry whatever intentions the handler has for the receiver. Hence, the left hand comes in very handy in neutralizing all ill intents. But use the left hand politely if you find yourself within the African community. As salt gives to the receiver energies from its handler, so does sugar takes energy from its receiver based on ill intent. This is not to live one's life in fear of others, but caution is the word here. Sugar in the wrong hands has the capacity to take away the stability in the receiver's mental alertness. Sugar controls thoughts. Salt controls emotions. Sugar controls actions. Salt controls reactions. Since sugar controls thought and actions, in the wrong hands can be devastating as a vibrational sabotage. And since salt controls emotions and reactions, the same can be achieved in the wrong hand. In the right hands can also bring much healing and grace, but the right hand is not what we are talking about or worried about. So next time you run out of salt or sugar, don't go borrowing it from a neighbor, but go out there, get your own fresh salt or sugar sitting on a shelf somewhere in a shop. Many a times we feel that things are going on smoothly, and then all of a sudden things become difficult and rough. Even in our relationships, sometimes these experiences has to do with some of these mistakes we make in our daily lives. Like the saying, God is in the detail. We would say prosperity is in the detail, so is hardship. One other important item we often own, which are sometimes used, are mattresses. Mattresses, even couches for that matter, carry so much stagnated energies from past owner or even owners. Consider for a second how much time we typically spend in bed, either by ourselves or with others, roughly 8 to 10 hours each day. How much sexual interactions we've had on it, carrying the recorded energies of our sorrows, disappointments, hopes and dreams, ambitions, arguments, good and bad moments, sick times, lazy times, plans and decisions made on this mattress, bodily fluids, stains on this mattress, dreams and nightmares had on them, wet dreams, spiritual attacks experienced on them, possible violence occurring on them like abuse, rape, mental and emotional trauma. Mattresses act like sponges, soaking in all energies from all directions, and for that matter, you should consider that the used mattress you just got may not be supportive of the peaceful atmosphere in your bedroom you may want, or in your living room if it is a couch. Have you ever felt a little off when spending the night in a hotel? You may have experienced strange dreams of perhaps waking up at odd hours not being able to sleep, or even felt that someone else is sharing the bed with you, whilst in fact you were alone in the room. These energies buried extensively within used mattresses latch upon our energy fields like leeches, feeding upon our energy field, and in subtle ways dictating the pace of our lives towards directions originally not chosen by us. One other very important item that unknowingly sabotage us are keys. Keys open locks, either doors or padlocks in this case. In case of keys to rented apartments, one must always make sure that one changes the locks on the door to the new rented apartment. That is because doors have mystical properties as openings into the life of the occupant. Therefore, you wouldn't want to have anything to do with the life of the previous occupant as well as the issues and baggage that existed in their lives. So it's best to change the lock so that your new apartment door can now successfully open into your life, not someone else's. Also, change door keys ensures that any spiritual experiences in the life of the previous tenant vacate the apartment together with the old keys. In the case of padlocks, let's understand that padlocks have been connected to rituals from ages to ages. Padlocks are used to trap energy or to release energies. They are not just for locking spaces. Always make sure to buy padlocks that are already in their box. But if you happen to buy large padlocks, make sure that the padlock is not already locked but rather opened. Large padlocks in the wrong hands can have negative energies deliberately trapped in them to be transmitted to the next person who opens them. So even if the padlock is in the supermarket or in the shop of a trusted vendor, it is never advisable to buy large padlocks that are already locked with their keys inserted. To be on the safer side, ask the shop attendant to open the padlock for you, just to avoid possible negative energies being handed over to you.